Welcome to the series of Bhagavad Gita chapters. Chapter 8 of the Bhagavad Gita, titled Akshara Brahma Yoga, or the Yoga of the Imperishable Absolute, expounds upon profound spiritual truths concerning the nature of the self, the process of death, and the path to liberation. It serves as a continuation and deepening of earlier teachings, focusing on the eternal and transcendent aspects of reality. The chapter begins with Lord Krishna revealing the concept of the imperishable absolute, Akshara Brahma, which transcends both the manifest, Kshara, and unmanifest, Akshara, aspects of creation. He explains that this absolute reality is eternal, sustaining all existence beyond the perishable material universe and the unmanifest potential from which creation emerges. Understanding and realizing this imperishable nature of Brahman is crucial for attaining liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Krishna then discusses the profound significance of death and the role of consciousness at the moment of departure from the physical body. He elucidates that one's state of mind and consciousness, shaped by thoughts and actions throughout life, determines the soul's journey after death. Those who are able to focus their consciousness on Him, the Supreme Lord, with unwavering devotion and surrender, attain His divine abode. This emphasis underscores the transformative power of spiritual practice and the importance of cultivating a deep, loving relationship with the divine. The path to liberation, moksha, is further elaborated as Krishna explains that consistent meditation and contemplation on Him lead to spiritual union, yoga, and liberation from the cycle of samsara. He emphasizes the efficacy of devotion, bhakti, as the most accessible and effective means for spiritual realization. By offering all actions and thoughts to Him with love and faith, individuals can transcend worldly attachments and attain liberation. Krishna contrasts the eternal spiritual realm, Paramdhamma, which is His divine abode, with the temporary material realm, Kshara, governed by cycles of creation and dissolution. He assures that those who attain His eternal abode do not return to the material world but attain eternal bliss and union with the Supreme. Chapter 8, verse 1, begins with Arjuna asking Krishna a series of questions to gain clarity. Arjuna inquires about the meanings of Brahman, the absolute truth, the self, karma, actions, and adhibhuta, the material manifestation. He also asks about Adhidaiva, the demigods, and Adhiyajna, the Lord of Sacrifice, within the body, and how Krishna is to be understood by those who are self-controlled. These questions set the stage for Krishna's detailed explanations in the subsequent verses. Chapter 8, verse 2, continues with Arjuna's questions to Krishna. Arjuna asks how those who are disciplined and devoted should contemplate Krishna at the time of death. He seeks to understand the proper state of mind and the methods of meditation that will ensure one's consciousness remains fixed on the divine at the moment of passing. This inquiry highlights the importance of maintaining spiritual focus, especially during life's final moments, to attain liberation. Chapter 8, verse 3, has Krishna explaining the meanings of the terms Arjuna asked about. Krishna defines Brahman as the imperishable, supreme reality, and the individual self, adhyatma, as one's inherent nature. Karma is described as the force that brings beings into existence and governs their actions. This verse begins Krishna's detailed response to Arjuna's questions, providing foundational knowledge about the nature of existence and the principles that govern life and the universe. Chapter 8, verse 4 continues Krishna's explanation. He defines Adhibhuta as the physical, perishable world, and Adhidaiva as the universal form, which includes all the demigods. Adhyajna, or the Lord of Sacrifice, refers to Krishna Himself, who resides in the heart of every being. These definitions further clarify the different aspects of reality and the divine presence, highlighting Krishna's all-encompassing nature and His role in the material and spiritual realms. Chapter 8, verse 5 describes the process of departing from the body. Krishna explains that those who remember Him at the time of death, with unwavering devotion and concentration, attain Him. Such individuals, absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, achieve the supreme goal. This verse underscores the significance of maintaining a focused and devoted mind on Krishna throughout life, especially at the critical juncture of death, to ensure a smooth transition and ultimate liberation. Chapter 8, verse 6, elaborates on the process of departing from the body. Krishna instructs that whatever state of being one remembers at the time of death, that state one will attain without fail. This verse emphasizes the critical importance of one's state of consciousness and focus at the moment of passing. It underscores the principle that the mind, influenced by one's lifelong habits and thoughts, determines the destination in the next phase of existence. Chapter 8, verse 7 highlights the path to liberation. Krishna instructs Arjuna that one should always remember him and fix the mind on him alone. By doing so, one will attain him without a doubt. This verse emphasizes the power of focused devotion and remembrance of Krishna as the means to achieve spiritual liberation. It underscores the importance of maintaining a constant connection with the divine throughout life to ensure a harmonious transition beyond death. Chapter 8, verse 8 explains the process of departing from the body and attaining liberation. Krishna instructs Arjuna that those who remember him at the time of death, leaving the body, attain his divine nature. This verse underscores the transformative power of devotion and remembrance of Krishna, which ensures a soul's journey towards union with the divine. It emphasizes the significance of spiritual consciousness at the moment of death as pivotal in determining one's ultimate destination and state of being. Chapter 8, verse 9, continues Krishna's instruction on the process of departing from the body. He explains that one's state of being at the time of death determines the destination of the soul. Those who constantly remember Krishna with devotion and concentration attain him. This verse underscores the importance of cultivating a deep and unwavering connection with Krishna throughout life, ensuring that such spiritual focus guides the soul towards liberation and eternal union with the divine. Chapter 8, verse 10 explains that those who remember Krishna at the time of death, departing from the body, achieve liberation. Krishna emphasizes that one should always remember him with devotion and concentration. This verse underscores the transformative power of steadfast remembrance of Krishna, highlighting that such focused consciousness ensures liberation from the cycle of birth and death. It emphasizes the significance of spiritual mindfulness and devotion in shaping one's ultimate destiny and union with the divine, e.t. Chapter 8, verse 11, elucidates that those who constantly meditate on Krishna and fix their minds on him, relinquishing their bodies, reach his divine, imperishable form. This verse underscores the importance of unwavering devotion and meditation on Krishna as the means to attain his transcendental and eternal nature. It highlights the transformative power of focused spiritual practice in guiding the soul towards ultimate liberation and union with the divine essence of Krishna. Chapter 8, verse 12 describes the ultimate goal of spiritual practice. Krishna explains that those who depart the body while reciting Om and remembering him, the Supreme Lord, attain the supreme destination. This verse underscores the potency of the sacred syllable Om and the power of remembering Krishna at the time of death. It emphasizes that such focused remembrance and spiritual practice lead the soul to achieve the highest spiritual realization and union with the divine essence of Krishna. Chapter 8, verse 13, states that those who leave the body at the time when the sun, the moon, and fire are prominent in the sky, and during the bright fortnight of the moon and the 6 months of the northern solstice, Uttarayana, attain the spiritual realm of the Supreme Lord. This verse highlights the auspicious times and conditions for departing from the body, which facilitate a soul's journey towards higher spiritual destinations and ultimate liberation. Chapter 8, verse 14, explains that those who depart the body during the dark fortnight of the moon, the 6 months of the southern solstice, Dakshinayana, and when smoke, night, and darkness prevail, attain lower realms. This verse contrasts with the previous one, indicating less auspicious conditions for departing from the body, which may lead the soul to lower spiritual destinations. It underscores the importance of the timing and conditions surrounding death in determining one's spiritual outcome. Chapter 8, verse 15, emphasizes that the material world is transient and filled with suffering. Krishna advises Arjuna to transcend it by fixing his mind on him, the ultimate goal. By practicing detachment and devotion, one can attain Krishna's eternal abode, which is beyond the cycle of birth and death. This verse underscores the importance of spiritual focus and liberation from worldly entanglements, guiding the soul towards eternal peace and union with the divine. Chapter 8, verse 16, explains that the ultimate reality is reached by those who see the Supreme within themselves and within all beings. They perceive Krishna as the essence of everything and everyone, understanding his omnipresence and omnipotence. This verse highlights the profound realization of the interconnectedness of all existence and the unity of the Supreme with every individual soul. It emphasizes the path of spiritual insight and realization, leading to union with the divine essence of Krishna. Chapter 8, verse 17 describes how Krishna is both the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. He is the eternal source, sustainer, and ultimate destination of everything that exists. This verse underscores Krishna's omnipotence and the interconnectedness of all creation with him. It highlights the concept of Krishna as the ultimate reality and the essence of existence, emphasizing the profound unity and dependency of all beings on the Supreme Lord for their existence and sustenance. Chapter 8, verse 18, explains that those who understand Krishna as the ultimate goal of spiritual knowledge and who meditate on him with unwavering devotion attain him. This verse emphasizes the importance of sincere and focused meditation on Krishna as the means to achieve spiritual realization and union with the Supreme. It underscores that those who wholeheartedly dedicate themselves to Krishna in meditation and devotion ultimately reach the pinnacle of spiritual fulfillment and realization of the divine essence. Chapter 8, verse 19, states that when cosmic manifestation arises, all beings are produced from Krishna, and when it ceases, all beings merge into him. This verse illustrates Krishna's role as the source and ultimate destination of all existence. It emphasizes the cyclical nature of creation, sustenance, and dissolution, highlighting Krishna's omnipotence in the cosmic order. The verse underscores the concept of ultimate unity and dependency of all beings on Krishna for their existence and culmination. Chapter 8, verse 20, explains that beyond the manifested and unmanifested material worlds, there exists an eternal spiritual realm, which is transcendental to both. This verse highlights the existence of a higher eternal reality beyond the temporal material manifestations. It emphasizes the imperishable nature of this spiritual realm, contrasting it with the transient material existence. The verse underscores the eternal nature of the spiritual dimension and its significance in the journey towards ultimate liberation and union with the divine. Chapter 8, verse 21, explains that those who know the supreme truth understand that the duration of time in the material universe is vast and cyclical. From the beginning of creation, beings emerge into existence, and at the end of their life cycles, they merge back into the cosmic manifestation. This verse underscores the cyclical nature of time and existence, highlighting the continuous cycle of creation, maintenance, and dissolution governed by the supreme truth, Krishna. Chapter 8, verse 22, describes the process by which those who are devoted to the Supreme Lord, meditating on him with steadfast faith, reach him. This verse emphasizes the power of unwavering devotion and meditation on Krishna as the means to attain spiritual union. It underscores that those who cultivate deep, steadfast faith and focus their minds on Krishna with sincerity ultimately merge with him, transcending the cycle of birth and death and attaining eternal spiritual fulfillment. Chapter 8, verse 23, explains that those who realize the true essence of the Supreme, who is beyond the perishable and imperishable aspects of the material universe, attain eternal liberation. This verse highlights the understanding that by recognizing Krishna as the ultimate reality, beyond both the material and spiritual realms, one achieves liberation from the cycle of birth and death. It emphasizes the importance of transcending all dualities and perceiving the divine essence of Krishna in achieving ultimate spiritual freedom. Chapter 8, verse 24, elaborates that those who worship the imperishable, the undefinable, the unmanifested, and the all-pervading, beyond the comprehension of ordinary perception, are also destined to achieve Krishna. This verse underscores that those who dedicate themselves to the formless aspect of the Supreme, understanding its omnipresent nature, also attain spiritual realization and union with Krishna. It emphasizes the inclusivity of different paths leading towards the ultimate goal of divine realization and liberation. Chapter 8, verse 25, states that those who know and understand the supreme secret, which is beyond the realm of darkness and illumination, attain enlightenment and liberation. This verse highlights the profound knowledge that transcends both ignorance and knowledge, leading to spiritual realization and liberation. It emphasizes that those who comprehend the ultimate truth beyond the dualities of existence achieve freedom from worldly entanglements and merge into the eternal essence of Krishna, attaining ultimate spiritual fulfillment. Chapter 8, verse 26 explains that the supreme secret, when heard, contemplated, and practiced with full attention, leads to liberation. This verse underscores the transformative power of comprehending and internalizing the profound truths of spiritual wisdom. It emphasizes that those who deeply engage with this knowledge, applying it earnestly in their lives, achieve liberation from the cycle of birth and death. It highlights the importance of sincere practice and contemplation in realizing the ultimate spiritual goal of union with Krishna. Chapter 8, verse 27, explains that whatever actions one performs at the time of death determine the soul's next destination. Therefore, one should be absorbed in devotion and contemplation of Krishna throughout life, so that at the moment of departure, the mind is naturally attuned to the Supreme. This verse underscores the significance of cultivating a spiritual consciousness and devotion to Krishna, ensuring a favorable transition towards higher spiritual realms and ultimate liberation. Chapter 8, verse 28, describes the process of attaining peace by focusing the mind and heart on Krishna. It emphasizes the significance of spiritual discipline and devotion in achieving inner tranquility and harmony. This verse highlights that by fixing one's consciousness on the Supreme Lord, Krishna, one transcends worldly distractions and attains a state of profound peace and fulfillment. It underscores the transformative power of devotion and spiritual practice in experiencing deep-seated tranquility and spiritual realization. The chapter concludes with Krishna revealing the significance of the sacred syllable Om as a representation of the ultimate reality, Brahman. He instructs that through continuous contemplation and meditation on Om, individuals can attain spiritual realization and liberation. This underscores the importance of inner reflection and the practice of focusing the mind on the highest truth. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel for more videos.